Hey everyone, so as I promised in my haul video, I was going to look at the Doctor Who 2008 annual in more detail. I will point out first of all that I will be going through it page by page with you, so if you're the type of person, like I am, who doesn't want to know what is inside like an annual or a magazine until you buy it, I'd suggest if you're going to buy it, look at it and then come back and share your views with me. But if you don't plan on buying it, or you have it, or you don't mind seeing the content before you buy it, keep watching. So the cover itself has a picture of David on. This was obviously released 2007 for the 2008 year at the end of series 3. And if you can see that, it is a holographic image, so you have the TARDIS, no TARDIS, TARDIS, no TARDIS, and of course a gorgeous picture of David there and the logo is on the back. So on the front cardboard page and also on the back, we have the picture here with, I'm going to see if that's all in there, with the Cybermen, the Clockwork Man, the Dalek, the Zikarax and the Judoon. So that is really gorgeous, just a nice sort of introduction, and the TARDIS up at the top there as well. My apologies if the entire book isn't in the picture. Then you have David on the contents page, which is, just gorgeous because it's David. And then first of all we have the characters here where you can meet the Doctor and Martha and Captain Jack there, and just little mini fact files and bits about the series and just a little introduction to the show itself. It doesn't say Doctor Who is a sci-fi family show that aired in blah blah blah, but it does just sort of give you little snippets of information, which is nice. And then we have a page about the Carrionites, Know Your Enemy, so it's Carrionites sort of fact file. I love the Carrionites, one of my favourite creatures from Doctor Who, so they are brilliant. And then you have a Dalek word search, which is absolutely fun. It's not something I would bother to do because I don't really like word searches, but the fact that it's Dalek themed is pretty cool. And then you have the Doctor Who Myth Maker comic book. Quite recently I've become the comic book nerd, so this is quite interesting, and that is going across how many pages? Quite a lot of pages. It's a bit of a filler, to be honest with you. There we go. And then the next page is a survivor's handbook, how to escape from a Raxacarcafalpatorium. I've never said that. I always say Raxacarcafalpatorius, the place, but I've never said Raxacarcafalpatorium. I'm sure it would be much easier just to say how to escape from a Slitheen. But anyway, there you have a little guide on how to attack off a Slitheen, and then a little bit about the Reaper as well. So that's quite cool. And a bit about a Macra as well. I missed that bit off. Then we have more of these, what to do if you see a Krillitane, how to get rid of Arachnos. Then we have how to escape from a black hole, and how to cook a Crinoid. I'm reading in the mirror. How to cook Crinoid. So quite interesting. Again, a really nice little fun read and prepares you for alien attack. Then we have stargazing. You've got the sun there. You have, I'm reading things upside down so I can't read what I'm saying. Betelgeuse, I can't pronounce that, I never have been able to. Sirius B, I want to say Jaminga, but I'm absolutely appalling. And Cygnus X1. There are lots of confusing words, but a really lovely read, and yeah, quite interesting. Then we have Know Your Enemy, the Weeping Angels. So like the Carrionite page, we have a sort of Weeping Angels fact file, quite interesting to read. I'm not the biggest fan of the Weeping Angels, but it's still quite nice. And then we have a Watch Hunt, which is just another little maze. It's Family of Blood themed, so that's quite cool. Then we have The Planet That Wept. It's a little story, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages long, and a really nice animated David there, so that's super cute. Yeah, it's a nice read again, but I think for like our age group, the stories aren't aimed at us, whereas the fact files in that could be. So it's it's good that they target a wide range of a wide audience with the annuals. Then we have Know Your Enemies, the Family of Blood, and their sort of fact file and what they're all about. I really loved that 2-part episode. Then we have the double page on the Master. Of course, the Master was a big part of 2007. So there's a big double page on the Master. At the time, I didn't like the Master, but now I really do, so that is quite interesting, and I can read that without feeling sick now. Then we have a Christmas quiz, so just to give you an example of what it's like, first of all, how gorgeous is that? How actually gorgeous is that? Isn't that just the most beautiful picture you've ever seen? That's from the best episode. Questions include, number 12, what was the name of the Arachnos spaceship, the Web ship, the spaceship, the Web star? Number 4, robot pilot fish have appeared both years, but what were they disguised as? A. Santas with instruments, B. Elves with pogo sticks, C. Christmas trees. There is 13 in total and the answers are at the back. I'm not going to read them all to you, go and buy it and do the quiz, it's fun. Then we have Captain Jack's Conundrum. I love Jack and I like conundrums, so that's pretty cool, and there's a gorgeous picture of John there as well, which I just could gaze at all day, to be honest. Yeah, that's really nice. And then we have Know Your Enemy the Jadoon, another sort of enemy fact file. Again, really good reading, gives you a greater insight into the character. And then we have Daleks, A History of Terror, double page on the Daleks. I love the Daleks, so you have loads about there and how they began, and just a really nice sort of little piece of information. And then you have another double page. You have the Genesis Arc Daleks, evil, killed Rhodes, killed my Billy Rhodes. Ugh. Yeah. Then we have Dalek, Sec Hybrid, the Emperor Dalek. Some really cool pictures. And then we have Sworn Enemies, which is, if I can open the book, another comic book strip. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages long. Again, which is quite a filler. If you're not a fan of comic books, it's going to be a sort of an annoyance that a lot of the pages are taken up by that. Then we have an alien grid, which is a little bit like a crossword type thing, and the questions are down at the bottom next to a gorgeous picture of David. So that's quite fun to do as well. And then we have the War Battleships, which is more games and things. Not something I was really interested in, but it's nice for people who might want to look at that. It's a nice little feature. Then we have Doctor's Miscellany, which is just all the information, the enemies and information. You have the Cybermen there, you have the Slitheen, the Autumn, Satellite 5, I couldn't think what I was saying there. You have the zombies and loads of other stuff. So that was really cool, and some really great characters there from some of my favourite episodes. And then you have historical famous friends and foe, so people from the past that have appeared, if you know what I mean. Know Your Enemy Dalek Sec Hybrid, so we have more on Dalek Sec Hybrid there. He's cute, but not as cute as the actual black Dalek Sec, the actual Dalek, not the hybrid. Martha's shopping list. 6 lettuces, 1 yellow, don't read this in the mirror, 1 yellow duster, 10 packets of bacon, 5 apples, 15 bottles of shower gel, 8 pints of milk, 4 boxes of eggs, 3 bananas. Quite weird. But, yeah, it's good Martha's got her own page in there. Then we have Make Your Own Journal of Impossible Things, and it is a sort of guide to make your own journal of impossible things. It's kind of in the title there. So that's kind of there, this way. Everything you need. But I've actually bought the Journal of Impossible Things, and I'm 99.99999% certain that, in fact no, I'm 100% certain that I could not replicate that. So I'd recommend buying it, but if you want to go at making one, you know, have a look. Then you have a board game. And it's just a board game. Again, not something I'd bother with, but it's a nice little feature, I guess. And then you have Sudoku. I love Sudoku. This one's a little bit basic, but never mind. So it's the Sudoku. Really fun to do. I copied some of them out on the paper and did them. Quite fun, and it's good for beginners who don't necessarily know how to do Sudoku. Yeah, because it's just a nice introduction. Know Your Enemy the Arachnos. So we have a Arachnos profile there as well. There's loads of really great facts and information and scary stuff. Yeah. And then you have the answers at the back, which I'm not going to show you because that'd be cheating. Yes. And then last page you have that picture again. So that is how many pages? 61, 62, 61 pages. That is quite thick for an annual. Some annuals you get are like 40 pages long and it's like, what's the point? This would have been about £4 or £5 when it was first released 3 years ago. Now you can get it on Amazon and places for like a penny plus £2.75 postage. It's about £3 on eBay. It really isn't that expensive. I got my one from Oxfam for 75 pence or 79 pence or something really ridiculous like that, and this was a brand new copy. So I've just got myself a brand new Doctor Who annual for less than £1. Pretty amazing. This is a really great annual because it doesn't just focus on series 3. Part of me wishes it did focus on series 3 because that's really what an annual is about, looking back at the last year, whereas this has ones from episode 1 and 2 and 3. So it's a little bit not disappointing because I'm glad it has some of my favourite characters in, But because you have an annual for Series 1 and an annual for Series 2, I just wish it had stuck to this one. But because I don't have the Series 1 and 2 annuals yet, I'm not fussed. But there we go. Please feel free to leave comments and things and let me know your thoughts on this super cute 2008 annual. I'm so obsessed with it. Disappearing TARDIS. And I'm going to get the rest, and I'm going to get Series 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 and the special. Yeah, but please feel free to leave comments and things. Any requests are warmly welcomed, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.